Being laid off is just one of those things in life you cannot control. But one thing you can control is how you recover from it. Whether you need a new job right away or you're taking some time to figure out your next professional move. We've got career expert Angela Champ here today with advice on how to set yourself up for success. Great to have you, Angela.
Thank you.
Okay, so obviously a layoff can come as a surprise. Sometimes not, but in most cases I feel like people are kind of caught off guard by this. So is there anything that you can do when you're just in your regular life to get prepared in case this does happen?
In this day and age, any industry, any profession can get laid off, so it's always good to be prepared. Some things that you can do is make sure that your skills are always upgraded. If your industry, for example, is heading towards adopting more artificial intelligence, AI, make sure you're taking some courses on that and that you're adding to those skills. Make sure that you're nurturing your network. Don't wait until you're laid off to reach out and meet people. Make sure that you're connecting with people, that people know that you're out there, what you do. Make sure that your finances are under control. Have a line of credit that you might be able to tap into if you need to, but those are some of the things that you can do to be resilient in case of a layoff.
Okay, so if you do get laid off, what is the first step? Some of the first steps that you should take?
So the first thing you might want to do is just take time to process it. You may need to think about it or grieve through it, and that's okay to do that. The second thing you might want to do is check your employment agreement or your contract to see if you're entitled to any severance or payment in lieu of severance, in lieu of notice, and then apply for EI. Apply right away because it may take some time for them to make a determination. What you want to do is take that worry about the financial stress off of it. And then make sure that you update your resume and your LinkedIn profile, if you have a LinkedIn, with your accomplishments. Not just what your tasks, what your job duties were, but what did you achieve and accomplish in those tasks? Because that's what your next recruiter is going to be looking at.
Say you don't have time to reflect. I know a lot of Canadians watching living paycheck to paycheck, and that's just the reality for so many people across our beautiful country. What's your advice that you have in that situation if you can't take that time to reflect? What do you do?
That's right. So many people are paycheck to paycheck. Don't be afraid to take a job. It may not be in your profession and it may not be in your industry, but take something that takes a little bit of the financial pressure off and gives you time to look for that work.
That's okay to have in the lieu in the meantime?
Absolutely, because it's sometimes easier to find a job when you're already working because you have exposure to other people and more of a network.
That's a great tip. How can you make sure that you are making the most of your job search? It can be really overwhelming to even start this, so how do you work smarter, not harder?
You want to for sure tap into your network, and that could be friends, family, neighbors, your former classmates, former colleagues, former bosses, anybody that you can think of. Make sure that they know that you're out there looking for work and ask them for referrals. Another thing is take advantage of your university. If you went to college or university, they often have alumni resources like a career center that you can tap into. Make sure you do. It doesn't matter how long ago you graduated. It could have been 30 years ago. You still have access to it. You're allowed because you're an alumni. And the other thing is people tend to apply. When people I coach, they say, you know, I've applied for 200 jobs and I haven't heard a single thing. That's not a great way to do it when you just apply randomly to anything indiscriminately. Instead, make a list of about 25 to 50 companies that are in your profession or your industry or that interest you, and be really strategic about how you apply to them. Look them up on LinkedIn. Who in your network works there or know somebody who works there? How can you get to know the recruiter? How do you connect with them? Send them a cover letter or a personalized email that highlights your skills. So be strategic in the number of people and the number of companies that you apply for.
Angela, we've got a couple moments left. Is there one last piece of advice you'd like to bestow upon people who might be finding themselves in this situation thinking, God, this feels really hard?
It definitely is really hard, and there are a lot of people in the same situation. Be prepared so that you can be resilient. Don't be afraid to reach out to your network. Make sure you're nurturing that and care for your finances as well.
Yeah, okay, and good luck out there if you are entering into this job search. Career expert Angela Champ, thank you.
Thank you.